Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Antika Yunikinasi. I am student from Bina Sarana Informatika University, majoring in Information System. Today, I will be presenting my material to fulfill the final exam project. Please pay close attention. The focus of my presentation today will be on grounds. I have chosen this topic due to its significance in mastering the English language. Grounds are a fundamental aspect of English grammar that can greatly enhance one language proficiency. Let's dive right into the material. Grounds are verbs from that function like noun. Imagine you change an action verb into a thing or object. That's what ground actually do. Well, to change a verb into a ground, simply add the ending ing, eng, to the verb. So we change what was previously run, jump, eat by changing it by ground to running, jumping, eating. The point is we just add in. A ground, as we already know, is a verb from that function as a noun. One of its most common function is a subject in a sentence. When a ground becomes a subject, it occupies the position at the beginning of the sentence and is followed by a predicate verb. The sentences above are example of using a ground. The ing form of a verb after the word no to express a prohibition. In this context, the ground function as the object of the implied verb to do. Using a ground after no is an effective way to convey a prohibition concisely and clearly. This sentence pattern is very common in various situations, especially in warning signs on instruction. By understanding this concept, we can better understand and use English a variety of contexts. In the example above, we see how grounds are used to provide additional information or explanation about a noun that has already been mentioned in the sentence. In this context, ground function as an appositive phrase placed beside a noun to provide further explanation and that noun. Using a ground as an appositive in an effective way to add depth and richness to a sentence. By understanding this concept, we can use English in a more varied and expressive way. Ground are often used after certain words of phrases to create more complex sentence patterns. Some examples of words of phrases that are often followed by my girls are 1. It's no us. Used to express that an action is useless or pointless. Example, it's no use crying over spilled milk. 2. Would you mind? Used to ask for permission or to request someone to do something. Example, would you mind closing the door? Ground after nouns and preposition. In addition to being used after verbs and preposition or after adjective and preposition, grounds are also frequently placed after combination of noun and preposition. This combination from phrases that queer ground to complete their meaning. The ground used after such combination typically serves as the object, the preposition. Example of noun preposition combination commonly followed by ground. Choice of meaning, the act of choosing. Example, the choice of studying abroad was a big decision. Choosing to study abroad was a big decision. Okay, finished this material about grounds. I really apologize and advise my teacher if there are still many mistakes in the presentation. I am Antika Yunikinasi. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.